You don't see a whole lot of senior citizens cruising around town on inline skates, let alone setting racing records in national competitions. 78-year-old Roger Olsen was making impressive strides in his sport until a recent health speed bump nearly knocked him off his skates. I strapped on my own wheels to chase down this story and learned why Roger is crediting the pandemic with saving his life.
His wheels keep rolling. No matter how much wind is blowing, he's fit, fast, and focused.
Slice the wind with your hand.
You may have seen Roger Olsen or been passed by him as he's cruising through San Diego's beach areas on his fancy inline skates.
I've been racing competitively now for over probably 23 years at a very high level.
At 78 years old, Roger's stride, like his outlook on life, is perfect.
I have good days, and then I have great days. That's about my life.
Roger holds 5 racing records. He and his wife now live in an RV so they can travel to all of his inline skating competitions.
When I go to the races, I'm going for second place.
So how does this muscular senior keep his bearings straight? I just had to know if I could keep up to find out.
Look, I'm no inline skating professional like Roger is, but I can hold my own, so I brought my rollerblades from the early 90s here. Maybe I can get some tips from Roger. You ready to go, Roger?
Well, if you're ready to get your heart rate up a notch or two, we can do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. What's the fastest you've ever been on these?
On the flat, I can still crank it up to 30 miles an hour in a sprint.
At 30 miles per hour, the wipeouts happen, and they hurt.
Oh, I've wiped out many times. Road rash, I have an aloe plant that we keep with us at all times.
But after a big race in Minnesota a few years ago, it was no wipeout that put the brakes on Roger's racing. He had a heart attack. The quadruple bypass surgery knocked him off his skates for 4 months. Then, while training recently, he got really dizzy.
This pandemic gave me the ability to really check into it further.
Turns out he had a leaking mitral valve, causing his heart to work harder to pump blood through his body.
He had a gradual decline in his exercise tolerance.
Scripps doctor Matthew Price says due to Roger's past surgery, he wasn't a good candidate for another open heart procedure. So Roger opted for a minimally invasive catheter procedure using Abbott's MitraClip device. It's threaded through an artery in the leg up to the left atrium of the heart and positioned to close part of the mitral valve.
When the heart squeezes, if this valve is not competent, blood goes backwards to your lungs.
And then you feel out of breath when you exercise.
It's a whole new paradigm shift in how we treat patients with mitral valve disease.
Not fixing a heart valve can lead to major health complications and even death. The procedure has been around for a few years, but a new clinical trial launched by Scripps, the only one of its kind in Southern California, is looking into whether it should be more widely available to patients.
We're testing whether we can treat younger patients who are not that sick, not having that many problems, and to test whether the MitraClip is as good as open heart surgery.
I was feeling absolutely no side effects from their procedure.
This time, it didn't take months to recover. Roger was back on his skates 2 days after surgery.
You gotta look into this because this is incredible stuff.
Incredible technology helping Roger keep that incredible stride, which doesn't go unnoticed around San Diego.
Girls and yelling at my legs.
Oh, Roger!
You're coming up.
Wow! Look at those legs!
You are?
You're in shape, man! Wow!
As tough as those legs are to keep up with, I was able to skate with him long enough to ask one final question.
How's your ticker now?
Oh, it's fabulous. It is back to normal. I just got to do the training.
Roger can really move, can he? Between 400 and 500 patients will take part in Scripps' clinical trial over the next year here. Half will get open heart surgery, half will get the MitraClip. Dr. Price's hypothesis is that patients will not only feel better after the clip procedure, but get out of the hospital faster. It only took him 2 days, Stella.
My husband works for a company called Edwards, and they make heart valves.
Yeah.
And instead, these are, this is an invasive surgery if you have to do open heart surgery. Sure. But with this procedure, people go home, like you said,
It's
next day, 2 days later. This is amazing what they're doing.
Very little downtime. Oh, and also, he gave me a little inline skating trick. Roger taught me that he uses a double push using the outside edge and the inside edge of his skate. I've been on inline skates for 30-something years. I didn't even know this was possible to do, but sure enough, Roger even taught me something at 78 years young.
78 years young, that's exactly. So now when people see Roger out there, they'll be like, Roger, you're famous, and you're awesome.
Yeah, isn't he incredible?
And you mentioned that Roger does live here, but they travel a lot. I'm assuming they live here because obviously our our weather is so gorgeous here.
You can train 12 months a year here on your inline skates, Netta.
Oh yes, nothing getting in the way of Roger either way, but yeah, the weather certainly on his side.